everybody, it's the Racetrack Ladies coming at you live from San Antonio, Texas. I'm Lady S.
I'm Lady K.
I'm Lady B.
And I'm Lady N.
And we wanted to, we all happened to watch the nationwide race last night.
Yeah, we sure did.
And that was at what Speedway?
It was at Charlotte.
Lowe's.
Charlotte.
It was at Jimmy Johnson's house.
It was at Charlotte.
It was just at Lowe's, girl.
Okay, let's move on to the race.
Anyhow, so, so you know, the pre-race and everything was going on, right? And of course, there's a lot of hype about the Indy 500, which is on Sunday.
Right.
They are really pushing that. What's up with that?
Well, they're hoping to get the NASCAR fans.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, but it was a NASCAR race. Don't be making
I
me
know,
watch it.
Well, we leave it on for background noise.
Yeah.
I like to hear Jim Neighbors sing.
Yeah. Is he still alive? Okay.
Oh my gosh, but let's get back to the race.
So,
yes, you did.
okay, so you know, so we had the pre-race we had the pre-race going on, and so I don't know if anybody happened to notice, but the national anthem. Could you hear that guy hooping and hollering up in the stands while the guy was doing the national anthem?
He was like,
"Woo!" Every time there was like a silent moment in the national anthem.
I think he had a couple of cocktails.
I'm
thinking he started camping early in the morning.
Like on Friday.
I'm thinking.
So then the race starts, and of course, who was on our pole? Brian Vickers was on our pole, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's because a lot of people were spinning out in turn 2 during qualifying.
Ooh, wasn't that wicked? I saw some good cars. Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, Kevin Harvick even spun
Wiping
around.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they continue to do it throughout the year.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. I think that there were, 12 cautions? 14 cautions?
I don't know. It was more than what Rusty Wallace said there was going to be.
Yeah, there were a lot of cautions.
So anyhow, so the race started, and of course, you know, Brian Vickers was leading for a while. David Reagan, who I think, I tell you, you know, he's been racing really well. I think David Reagan's going to be someone to contend with at some point.
About 5 years.
Yeah, give him some time.
I'm thinking he's doing really good. Up for you, David.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so he was doing really well. Casey Kane started coming up through the field.
Yeah.
And then they had to go through some pit stops, and then they had some issues.
Just a few.
Yeah, did anybody happen to notice the whole Casey Kane had an issue, David Reagan had an issue, everybody was having issues.
Yeah,
And even Kyle Busch had an issue.
Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't driving a Gibbs car, he was driving, whose car?
Todd Braun.
Yeah.
Todd Braun, he was in the Camping World. Which was a little confusing because, of course, I think Camping World.
I think Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, it was a little confusing. So.
I think Camping World is kind of confused.
Perhaps, but
They're all over the
we're happy
place.
about that.
All I know is that Todd Braun was a very happy man last night.
And it was an interesting race, I thought, because we were having a lot of people spinning all by themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam Hornish.
Yeah.
Well, he goes from leading the race.
Exactly. It was like a little poof of air.
Oh, wait, hello.
Whoosh.
Sam Hornish spins a lot on his own, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it looked like he was hit by Steve Wallace.
But he
you know?
wasn't.
And
And he wasn't.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
Everybody was ready to accuse it was Steve
That's
Wallace.
right. They were ready, and
Can't blame it on him.
Take that back.
But you know, it was interesting. Sam Hornish did spin out while he was leading, but he didn't hit anything, and I thought, wow, that was really good.
Good save.
Except when he got spun the next time by himself, he couldn't save it anymore.
Bad save.
And then, bam, right to the wall. Yeah, he was knocked out, so there you go.
That was not good.
But, so then, you know, we had to go through all these pit stops and stuff. You know, it ultimately comes down to, like, gas mileage, who's going to pit, who's not going to pit. Kyle Busch didn't pit.
And amazingly, you know, how you win the race is that you don't pit.
Yeah.
Just like it happened last week, you know? I mean, that's a no-brainer for the crew chiefs.
Well, not really, because, you don't know, are the tires going to give out, you know?
Whatever.
Was that a white ball?
There was no white ball crew chief. Yeah.
Was that a white ball?
There were no tire issues last night.
No.
And tires weren't necessarily helping. It was track position. Track, because there's a lot of aero stuff going on at that track. So here, Kyle Busch is out front. He may or may not have enough gas. Whoa, whatever. How many times have we heard that?
He was turning off the engine.
Yeah.
Turn off the engine and running the entire track in fourth gear. What's up with that?
Is that a bad thing that he figured out how to win the race?
No,
He didn't
No, I'm saying he turned off his engine and could run an entire lap without it.
I don't understand. He must have been going fast enough or I don't know how he did that.
He can't go any faster than the pace car.
Sure.
I know, but running an entire lap.
So I just thought it was interesting. I mean, Denny Hamlin, the 20 car, we knew it was going to be up at the front at some point. It had to be because, you know, the 20 car had been like on a streak of 4 wins during their streak got broken. And then you had Brad Keselowski. Can I just say, this guy is underrated.
Very underrated. I like Brad Keselowski. He's a great driver.
He kept his cool. He drives hard, you know, and he's very competitive. He wants that win. And he still keeps his cool in spite of some really...
He kept
some
his
really
cool
crappy
because Kelly
racing.
Elledge got a hold of him and Dale Jr. got a hold of him before the cameras got a hold of him.
No,
Brad
No,
Keselowski did nothing nothing wrong in
Let's
this
back
racing.
up.
All right, let's talk about the incident, Lady K.
Okay, we're having a moment now, people.
Lady K, take it away.
Yeah,
Well,
all right, let's
there
hear
they
it.
are. All of a sudden, they're on the caution. I guess the last caution. All of a sudden, we see Denny Hamlin. All of a sudden, just go up and whack. Just totally tear up the left fender of Brad's car. And we're all going, what? What is that all about?
Yeah, I
They
didn't
had
see
not
it.
And of course,
televised what had happened before.
Well, okay, and of course we have the commentators coming on. Well, sometimes when I'm scrubbing my tires,
Excuse.
let's give them excuses.
He was right beside him. You
Now,
knew
I've
it
only
was
seen that happen once, and that was whenever I think
That was
Mark was scrubbing his tire.
That's how
Brandon
they did
did, Brandon did Jimmy Johnson.
So we're thinking, okay, what's up? And then
Yeah.
we see a shot of Junior coming up against Hamlin saying,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, yeah, but the thing yes, Brad Keselowski bumped Denny Hamlin under that caution
Yes, he
square in the back of the car. Didn't mess up his car, didn't mess up his arrow, just said, hey dude, I'm here. Now, Denny Hamlin retorts and says, okay, I'm going to run into your fender and mess up your car. That was wrong.
Retort isn't even the word that Denny even used. He
No.
said retaliated.
Well, if you're going to use a hammer, I'm going to bring a whatever.
A
I forget-
cement
A brick.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
gonna throw a brick,
Or
I'm
cement
gonna throw
block.
concrete.
I'm like, dude, okay, let me make sure I understand this right. It's the Nationwide Series. You guys should be out of it. You should be in the Cup Series.
Oh, that's a whole
The
nother
next thing
story.
is that Brad Keselowski he's a race car driver. He's
And
not,
he raced
let
hard.
me give you those 2 inches. No, he's trying to win a race.
And I'm sorry, Denny Hamlin was blocking. He was blocking just like Kyle Busch blocks when he drives. And what's happening with these young drivers? They're not even in their own series, and they're blocking these guys that are racing
Does
for a
everybody
win.
forget who the king of block was? A black number 3
Please, everybody
car.
wants to
No.
compare.
Oh my God!
No comparison.
There's no
that
comparison.
Blocking
Dale
is not
Senior?
new
No.
in NASCAR.
It's not
Everybody
the
wants
same
to,
blocking.
say when there's bad behavior on the
Blocking
racetrack,
is not
let's
new.
remember Dale Earnhardt. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, not the
Blocking
same.
is
Different
not
league.
new.
Yeah,
Different league.
Leave the man
all
alone,
the
okay?
time.
So all I have to say is that Brad Keselowski, you did exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to race for every single inch of that track, and I'm glad that you did. And Denny Hamlin, I don't know who the heck you think you are, but he belongs on that racetrack as much as you do, and even more so
Exactly.
because
Every
he's
inch.
not a Cup driver.
Well,
And I think you can all tell that I do not agree.
Of course
Well,
not.
but here's the deal. I loved it in pits, and I didn't even want to
A
see
melee.
Kyle get his flag. I'm like, get off of Kyle.
Go back to
Get
pit
back to
road.
the pit. Give me the fight in the pits.
Yeah, Kyle was out there getting his flag, taking his way,
Everybody's
doing his burnout.
booing.
Nobody
Everybody's
cares.
booing.
All the action was happening in the pits.
That's right.
Yeah.
But let me say this too: of all the years, and Jeff Gordon and the fans like boo. I've never heard him boo that loud.
For somebody else,
You can
finally.
hear
Thank
them.
you.
can
Never,
hear them.
ever have I heard Jeff Gordon
And
do
I
that.
started to like Denny because he's from Virginia. Virginia's a nice
We
state,
love Virginia.
and he seemed like a nice guy.
But last night-
when I was listening to his interview, I was thinking, oh, get the wambulance out for this
Exactly.
guy.
What? He
It's
got
like-
raced a little hard?
Yeah,
What?
and he's like, I'm a Cup car driver, and you're not.
Then get out of the series,
You
dude.
know, and what was he saying? It's almost like I'm going to take my car and go home. I'm just like, go away.
So, yeah, grow up. That's what you need to
Grow
do.
up and
Danny.
go back
Grow
to the
up.
Cup Series, my friend.
That's
Because stay out of Brad.
I just have nothing to comment on.
Good, okay.
Anyhow.
So, but I do want to say,
But I
at the
have a feeling
race,
it'll come out in an editorial one day.
that's fine. So, and the other thing I want to say is that, yes, Brad Keselowski's interview afterwards, I thought was straight up, and I thought Dale Jr. was even funnier. He's like, yeah, I don't really know what's going on.
Don't
but
get
that's
that.
my car.
But I thought it was really honest because when I know Junior was going to go for the win, and the next thing you know, Brad kind of cuts him off and goes.
Right.
And he goes, it was kind of weird seeing my driver
I was kind of happy being passed.
I thought that was pretty funny and honest feeling of Junior.
Yeah.
Because he was kind of cut off by his driver.
That's right.
It was a very good race.
It was.
Considering some of the boring races that we've seen lately.
That was actually pretty good.
That race was really good, and I hope that it's an indication of what we're going to see at the Coca-Cola 600.
We hope so. It's going to be a long day of racing today. We got the Indy 500, Coca-Cola 600. So be sure you check out our race reports.
Yes.
That's right, because you can check us out at racetrackladies.com.
And you can check out our videos at youtube.com/racetrackladies.
Our MySpace page, and don't forget, our podcast is now listed on iTunes.
You can check us out any way you like.
And we'll be at the track and going green.
Bye.
Bye.